He walked into the towering glass building wearing his only clean shirt, clutching a wrinkled resume and the weight of the world on his shoulders. A single dad desperate for a second chance. He wasn't chasing dreams, just a janitor job to keep the lights on for his little girl. But fate had other plans. When the company's powerful CEO stepped into the room, she didn't see a man mopping floors. She saw something in him that made her heart skip. And then, against all odds, she said something no one expected. What happened next would defy logic, stir hearts, and turn a job interview into the beginning of a love story no one saw coming. She looked at him, really looked at him, not through the lens of his threadbare clothes or his weary expression, but through something far deeper. His eyes, full of silent stories and sleepless nights, revealed a quiet strength she couldn't ignore. He seemed surprised to find her standing there in the interview room, clipboard in hand instead of a secretary or assistant. But she had insisted on meeting every new hire personally these days, not out of formality, but from a growing belief that real talent didn't always arrive in a tailored suit. He stood awkwardly, hands fumbling as he tried to straighten his posture, unsure if he should speak first. Before he could form a sentence, she broke the silence. Not with the usual greetings or sterile HR pleasantries, but with a calm, curious tone that felt like an old friend asking how you've really been. "Tell me about your life," she said, pulling a chair for him. Not his resume, not his qualifications, but his life. He blinked, unsure what to say. People didn't usually ask that. They wanted bullet points and degrees, not confessions and heartaches. But something about her tone disarmed him. So he spoke, slowly at first, then with more ease. About the accident that took his wife. About the months afterward when grief settled in like a heavy fog. About learning to braid his daughter's hair in the mornings while holding back tears in the evenings. About all the jobs that said he was overqualified or worse, not worth their time. She listened, her gaze steady and her expression unreadable. But inside, her heart cracked open with every sentence. It wasn't pity. She'd long grown tired of pity. What she felt was admiration. The kind that wells up when you recognize someone who's been through fire and walked out holding the hands of others instead of falling alone. He apologized at the end of his story, awkward again, worried he had said too much. But she shook her head, a small smile forming. She asked about his daughter, and when he pulled out a faded picture from his wallet, her smile grew wider. That little face, grinning toothlessly in a pink hoodie, made her chest ache.